point. Let's do the same from here. And let's just see how this powers the rest of the area. It should, yeah, we should power completely, which is exactly what we want. So then that should give us complete reach in these areas for all the lights, which is good. Let's just have a look at this in utilities to see how it looks like. And connect that. There we go. So that area is all powered up. We don't have to worry about power anymore, which is great. So now let's, if I go closed door, lock open, lock shut, there we go, or normal. So yeah, because they all stay open until I have prisoners or guards or something. So now what we're going to do is, since that's done, we now need to go to the other side and start planning the other side here as well. Then we can look at the center. So let's go in here and let's do this now. Let's get all this going to make it much easier for us. So let's do this. And let's get objects, staff doors. I will wait a second, I guess. And we want to go there, 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 and there for those guys. And now let's go in here. Materials. Let's do this again. So then these guys are going right here. We can get this all done. And what we want to do is make it so that the staff has easy access out into the like area, but I don't want prisoners to be able to get back in reasonably easily, like that easily. So with this here, we're gonna have to have a door there, 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 and there. And apparently they're struggling with power now. Is that because they don't have a door? I'm hoping that's just because they don't have a door. Yes, okay, so that was just because it didn't have a door. Let's rotate this, so now it's there. Now we have the main room to do, so let's get all this going now. So this is where some of the fun begins, because this is where we start designing a few cool things. And this is where we can start, after we get this done, then we can start mapping out our rooms and what's going to be happening in all these. And how's the time for the episode going? I'm pretty sure we're already over the first episode marker. Yep, we would have been, so I would have already done the cut. We're in our second episode now already. We've already been for a little bit. So welcome back in that case, because the way I do it is I just keep recording for an hour and I literally just split it up into threes, and that's how we're going to do it. But already it's starting to look pretty impressive. I'm happy. You're probably wondering what all these are. These are just my pinpoints to mark certain things. So, now that has been marked out, we can just pause the game for a second. I can take a quick sip of my drink. And now we can start planning a few things. So, let's go into rooms, shall we? We want our reception to be this building, this room right here. So we can mark reception as that. We want to mark our holding cell as, so reception is going to be that as well, because that's marked as reception. We also want our holding cell to be this room here. We want our visitation to be these rooms in here. And then we want our parole. Has to be 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that fits. So this is our parole officers. So we're going to have our 2 parole officers. I don't think so. We need 2, but we're going to have 2. And let's go. Where's our office space? Have we unlocked that yet? No, hold on. I'll go staff room. This was going to be staff room. And this was going to be staff room. And then we have offices here, so I'm going to make these all offices. They have to be 4x4, which they are. So they're all offices, these guys. And there's actually, I didn't get to talk about it, but there's actually a new person that requires an office, and that is a lawyer, and that comes where it comes down to the bureaucracy, which I'll show you guys in a second. And I think the implementation of the lawyer is absolutely amazing. Like, what you unlock, it's very expensive, which it's not really something I'm worried about. We've got pretty good amount of money, but it's just the fact that, you know, we've got, it's pretty good what they've decided to do with that. So what we're going to do here as well is I'm going to get rid of these here, because we'll get rid of deliveries and we'll get rid of that. And what we're going to do is that these are going to be for this. So we're going to have deliveries in this room, and then we're going to have storage here. Then we can have deliveries and storage again, because that's where they're going to kind of be dealing with themselves. And we want the deliveries and storage more at this end, because that's where the big pile up of trucks is going to be. So we don't want them piling up at the top. So we're going to have deliveries and storage there. We're actually going to have another storage and another deliveries right here. So we have two big rooms for both of those. Then on this side is going to be garbage and exports. So that's what these rooms are going to be for, because this is the stuff that's going outbound, and not staying in the area. So we can do that, and then we can put exports here. We're not really having any exports at the moment, but that's where we can put them. So that's where it's going to be. So it's more for, so when stuff are coming in and they're going to be going out, they'll pick it up and go, and then all the stuff that is going to be dropped off is going to be dropped off here, so they don't pile up everywhere up here, and we have all this backlog of trucks that we can't see. So that's the plan with that. So we have that, we've done that. We still need yards, so common room, all that sort of stuff. We'll work on that soon. I'm not really sure what I want this room. This could be like security, I guess. I'm not too fussed, but let's hit play for now. So what we want now is we want to start getting this going. So we want office, desk, table, and chair to get the reception going. So we're going to do that. We need to get some doors in here. So let's go objects. We're going to get some let's get some large jail doors in here, because that's what we want. We want some big jail doors, because that is the holding cell. We don't want them, when they go in there, we don't want them coming back out. We will make an opening probably on the other side, like same position, to go out that way. So that's how that's going to work for those guys. But in here we're going to have office desk, table, and chair. So let's start getting some of this stuff going. So we're going to have office desk. So let's get that. So we're going to have an office desk, say here. We need a table and chairs. So it wants table and chairs. So that's what it wants. So we're gonna kind of like set it up as like a proper reception as well. So we'll have like a receptions like chair here, I guess. And we can have I'm trying to think how we can have this done. So we have maybe like table set up like here and here, here and here. Maybe get like even like bench sitting like in the center or something. I'm not sure, but we're gonna kind of put like a drinks machine, not that close to them. Might put like drinks machine here, here, and here. You know, kind of just make it look like an actual reception area, you know, like we kind of want it to blend in, make it look normal. We might even put like a payphone, which the guys can't access. That's alright, but you know, it's just something for us to have for decoration purposes, so we can have like that there. Do they have like any like plants or anything like that we can, like indoor plants? I don't think so, they have that yet. Which is okay, like it's not a bad thing, but it would kind of be cool to have a bit of decoration. But we have like sofas and stuff like that we can put in here. So let's get that going. So let's get like maybe some like sofas So if we have like a, it's kind of going to be like a waiting room sort of like setup. So if we go like from here to here to there to there, and then maybe if we get like the single sofas kind of like on each side as well, just to kind of make it look like an actual reception office and like waiting room sort of thing. So like when you think of like when people are coming in for visitation, this is where they're gonna, like, the people are gonna wait, and they come in here and access in here, so that's where they can go into visitation, and that's going to be their way that they come in and out of visitation. So they don't cross through the prison like we've had in the past, because that's something that we don't really want to do anymore, is have the people cross paths or too close to the prison. I want it very segregated. So now, with all this happening, we're going to get the reception going. I don't think so there's a receptionist we can hire, which is a shame. I kind of wouldn't mind getting a receptionist hired. That kind of looks a bit funny. But, I guess we can dismantle, and let's see if we can, like, kind of, like, replace the tables to make them look normal. I don't think so you can. So let's do that, and let's place this the other way and see if they look different. I don't think so it does. I think it's just the way it's angled. So that's reception. That will be the receptionist done. Let's get some objects. Let's see if there's anything else that we can put in here. We can maybe put like a filing cabinet here or something to make it as if, like, you know, the reception has like her files and stuff like that. What else do we have? We need to put windows. Like, there's actually, like, now cells need to have windows. There's like a certain standard for prison cells and everything like that. Like, it's like the whole game's changed. It's very, very different. So we need to get a holding cell going. So enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. Apparently isn't. And I wonder why. It might be because I need to go rooms, holding cell. If I go like that, now it's enclosed by walls and doors. It needs a toilet and a bench, pretty much. So we're gonna go objects. So let's get like a bench going in here. So this is where like the holding cell is gonna be. It's just like, you know, simple sitting area for the guys. Nothing too basic. You know, we might put some toilets for privacy, so no one can see them, along like this wall here. And I might even put in some showers for the guys, potentially. But for now, I'll just put like toilets there, because that's all they need. I won't put beds or anything, because it is only going to be a holding cell. There are no canteens accessible by the cell. Prisoners in the cell have nowhere to eat. So I need to have a canteen set up to make the holding cell properly viable. So a lot of things, like everything's like changed, and like everything's like relying on a lot of things now. So it's very interesting to see. But the way I want to do this is I want to grab this pipe, and I'm going to drag it down to there. And then I want to drag this big pipe across there. And I'm going to do the same to the other side, because this is how we're going to map it out. And there. So that's where the main pipe's going to go. Then I'll like make an offcut with this there to power, to get the water there. Now let's have a look. So we've done that. We need kitchen, canteen, 2 guards, 2 cooks, all that sort of stuff. Let's go rooms. We haven't unlocked security or anything like that. Let's go staff. Let's get a warden going. Let's place our warden. Oh no, before we do that, we need to get the officers going. So we need office desk, chair, and filing cabinet. So let's get all these guys looking nice and dandy and make these look like proper offices. So we'll have an office desk here and here. And let's rotate that and do there and there. Let's do the chairs in the corners, and then let's get the filing cabinets right in here, like there, and then we can put like maybe like 3 chairs in each room, you know, as if like, you know, they can interview people or something like that. you know, just to make it look a bit more fancier in a way. So let's do the same over here. So we want to get the 3 chairs there. Let's do that. Let's do the same here. We want to get all these offices ready and going. Let's get the desks in now, so we can do that, that, and that. Let's get another chair in each one of those corners, as well as a filing cabinet to go here, and here, and here. So that's what all those offices are going to look like. They're going to look all nice and dandy. If you want to know the version we're on version Alpha 35. I can't remember what version we were on when I stopped Season 2, but it's good to know that it's working well now. I don't know, if I connect these, I don't know what will change, so but I'm tempted to connect these, but we're not going to. I want to do like pipe that way and that way, and then this one can power this side, and this one can power that side or something. But I'll keep the pipes going in case I need to connect them to something else in the future. So that's that. They will get power in there. Let's hit this into fast forward again. So the officers are ready. So let's get our staff member. Let's get our warden. Let's hire this fat prick and get him in here and going. So let's select him. And let's place him here. And let's see, does he take this office? Yes, he took that office there. So that's the warden's office there. So we've hired our warden, and if we go into prison bureaucracy here, as you can see, this is the legal section, and this is what I was talking about. This is where things can get very interesting. And there's this stuff here that I haven't talked about. You might, if you're able to read it, you can see there's death row, there's legal prep, there's legal defense, small cells, permanent punishments, and this just dives into, it's kind of like endgame sort of stuff, the whole legal sort of side of things, and it gets really interesting. It's very expensive, as you can see. We have 50, 50, we have 250 grand, so that's 100, you go 130, it's actually 135,000 to buy out all of legal, and, you know, legal prep, every prisoner runs into problems every now and then, and literally allows you to help with the paperwork and get things done. Then it has legal defense. You know, if you're going to get fired or something like that, he's able to, you know, save your ass and that sort of matter. Death row allows you, obviously, to death row. It allows you to use execution. So the execution chair finally has a use. So we're going to have to look into that at some point in time to see how it works and if it actually is fully implemented yet. Then this one here is reduce execution liability. So it literally allows you to reduce the required strength of the conviction before death row proceedings can be properly started, essentially lowering the number of appeals a prisoner gets before you can schedule their execution without liability, which is amazing because it means it allows you to literally almost kill anyone you want in the game. So this is kind of like a really cheaty sort of part of bureaucracy, but it's very, very expensive, so it's something you would only be getting at the end, you know, when you pretty much your prison, like your main focus would be in, you know, max security, you know, that's where you'll be building it. Then, you know, small cells allows you to decide whatever the side of cells are, without any legal requirements. So you can do a 1-by-1 cell, done, nothing. You'll have no problems, and that's where, you know, things can get interesting. So if we have like a super max security, I want their cells to be solitude, like 1-by-1. I don't want them to have any sort of luxuries or anything. So, you know, it's going to be stuff like that, which is pretty cool, and the game is going to get very interesting over time with the more stuff we do. So we're going to go here in bureaucracy and unlock finances, and we'll get her going, as well as I'll unlock security as well. So these guys will start going now for us. Now, we can't get any prisoners just yet. We really can't. We don't have any sort of situation for them eating or anything like that. We haven't got a perimeter wall going. The perimeter wall, we're actually going to use a perimeter wall this time, which is going to be very expensive compared to the fence last time, which was $3 per square. We're going to do this, which is $200 per square. And this is where it's going to get, like, if we drag this all the way, that is $31,000. So very expensive. I haven't decided how far I want the perimeter wall, if I want it just out to this point here.